Welcome to part 2 of Yerba Talks and the Stream-a-thon. I am Max. Max, this one, the bald one. And this one, the furry one, and the white one is Kat. How is everyone doing? I see some people over there. I'm getting the, oh, shoot. The classical cat attack. No! No! You know what I do? When he gets like this, I put my hand like that and I just let him chew me. Kiwi Bush says, hi, Kat. Hello. Sarah Jones says, here we go again. Indeed, here we go. And we'll give it a minute until Dave's outro comes on. Yes, I get constantly cat attacked. He doesn't like the intro to the show. He just doesn't like it one bit. But I rescued this little fucker. I rescued him from the street. He would be fucking homeless if it weren't for me. He should at least be understanding that we have a duty to fulfill. And just like Rusty is the main character of Dave McKeegan's channel, who was on just before us today, Kat is the main participant of Yerba Talks, and it happens. All righty, let's see. Does Kat play Monster Under the Blanket? No, he doesn't go under the blankets. It was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Hope you had an awesome time with your family. And that you have many, many more birthdays. So cheers to you. We're getting people from Dave McKeegan's channel. Hello, welcome everyone. So, last night we did a little trip down memory lane and we reviewed some, the oldest debate that I could find on Witsit's channel. And we reviewed Witsit versus MC Toon last night. And today, I thought that with my initial idea of going down memory lane in the flat earth world, my initial idea, I didn't go far enough. So we're going to go back, way back. So here we have, where is my window? Oh, let me do one thing before we do that. Where's my Discord? DP. And I will grab the link. I will do that. And I will pin it to the double side chat. Here we are. So, in case you don't know, we are gathered here today to get Critical Think closer to the goal, or hopefully reach the goal. Hard. I see that as hard, but we can work it out. And to make up for some of the money that he spent on the Antarctica trip. And speak of the devil, hello, how are you? Let's fix that. There we go. Handing a wrench to CT. Oh, that cracked. So today we're going down memory lane. And we're going way, way back. We're not going to do the full thing because this is boring as hell. But we are going to do a little bit of reviewing of this. Give me just a moment. There we go. We're going to be reviewing this. Eric Dubé's 200 proofs from 7 years ago, 2018. And maybe I will fall asleep again. Yeah. I slept, I don't know, less than 5 hours or something, but I can handle not sleeping. So we're going to watch this, but I think we're going to debunk 5 of these, and I'm going to just randomly select them. Let me get my headphones. Sound is good. All right, let's dive right in.
Center too tightly to be seen from archivists from Arctic summer because the midnight sun at odds with the is not.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Can you believe that? First one I click. What a serendipitous moment. What a serendipitous moment this was. So he's talking about the midnight sun in the north, in North Cap. So let's
not seen above the horizon again.
Go back a little bit. And we'll get to the start of this one. And it's going to be derpy as hell. And Dano, yeah, you're out of luck. It's Eric Dubé. But we're only going to do 5 because I find him incredibly boring. CK says, "Oh my god, thank you so much." But yeah, the between the monotone and the derp, it's hard to handle Dubé. But look, we're having here a very serendipitous moment of me just clicking on one of the proofs randomly and getting the 24-hour sun one. So, I mean, what could be better than that?
Occurring annually during the summer solstice, the mid-Arctic nights that are very. This perfectly explains larger sunlight follows 24 hours, steadily 55, and slower, narrower circles over the north. 55. If the sun circles over and around the Earth every 24 hours, steadily traveling from tropic to tropic every 6 months, it follows that the northern central region would annually receive far more heat and sunlight than the southern circumferential region, since the sun must sweep over the
Santec says if the Earth was flat, we would have no sunset anywhere in the world. It would be like being in the North Polar region, summer everywhere on Earth. Oh yeah, I agree. They say that light, the Rayleigh criterion and that kind of stuff, none of that works. It would be permanent daylight all the time with a zone directly under the sun that gets more direct light, but it's pure nonsense.
Larger southern region in the same 24.
Oh, I didn't take a note. Hold on one sec. Because I didn't make a note of when we started. Oh, the bro counter is because yesterday we were reviewing with it. Thank you for that. Let me remove. But I mean, it's Dubé, so I don't know. Instead of bro counter, we can do derp counter, and we're going to reset it to 0. There we go.
4 hours it has to pass over the smaller northern region. Its passage must necessarily be proportionally faster as well. This perfect.
Yeah, Dubé. The problem is that if you actually measure the speed of the sun, it's not moving. I'm sorry. It's not moving faster. It's always the same 15 degrees per hour because that's the spin of the Earth. All right, let me check. So when we started, we were at the same amount we are right now, 33,805. So 33,805, and I'll save that here. All right. Sorry about that. I just wanted to check.
Quickly explains the differences in Arctic and Antarctic temperatures, seasons, length of daylight, plant and animal life. This is why.
Yeah, the The biggest difference between the Arctic and the Antarctic, it's because of topography, because the North doesn't really have land. Dumbasses. Derp counter. We're already starting off very nicely.
By the Antarctic morning dawn and evening twilight are very abrupt.
Avarax says, counter should already be at like 12. He's already started talking. Yes.
Compared to the north, and this explains why many midsummer Arctic nights the sun does not set at all. 56. The midnight sun is an Arctic phenomenon occurring annually during the summer solstice, where for several days straight, an observer significantly far enough north can watch the sun traveling circles overhead, rising and falling in the sky throughout the day, but never fully setting for upwards of 72 plus hours. If the Earth were actually a spinning globe revolving around the sun, the only place such a phenomenon as the midnight sun could be observed would be at the poles.
Oh my God! He said the thing! He said it. So, Dubay. So we're going to do a little bit of math here, and everyone is going to help me. So we have the derp of implying that the Antarctic sun does not exist. Then we have 7 years passing, so that's 7. We're already at 8. And then he gets offered the trip to Antarctica and declines the trip to Antarctica. So we were at 8, and that is worth like 100. So 109. I think that's fair, right? That's my math is correct on this.
Any other vantage point from 89 degrees latitude downwards could never, regardless of any tilt or inclination, see the sun for 24 hours straight.
No, my God, I did the same thing again. Fuck me.
To see the only place such a phenomenon as the midnight sun could be observed would be at the poles. Any other vantage point from 89 degrees latitude downwards could never, regardless of any tilt or inclination, see the sun.
Wait, did he say downwards as in south? Oh, that gets you a ding. I really need to get like a counter that I can just push a hotkey and I get, like a ding and adding to the counter. But I haven't found. If any of our streamer friends knows how to do that, I would be extremely grateful for that tip.
For 24 hours straight. To see the sun for an entire revolution on a spinning globe at a point other than the poles, you would have to be looking through miles and miles of land and sea for part of the revolution. 57.
What? No, I mean, why would you have to look at the land? Dubai, you know that the sun is up, right? Up. As in towards the sky, not north. Do you have one you can recommend? And Dan asked me, I want to be able to, for example, to hit the plus key and to have a counter that just goes up and plays like a ding sound.
The establishment claims the midnight sun is experienced in Antarctica, but they conveniently do not have any uncut videos showing this.
Oh my God, Dubé, you're just, you lied, and you also were offered the trip. So I'm going to just give you 100 more, okay? Because you're already pissing me off. And of course, we're going to go to the debunking, the final experiment. All right, so here we have, you say, oh, sorry, there we go. So you say that these videos don't exist, right? Correct? There's no uncut footage, you said, Dumbay? So here is actual uncut 25-hour footage, real time. No time lapse, no nothing. You can see it's moving in real time, Dumbay, and you can also look at it. You can spy and see what the people were doing. You can see so many tripods, the Was this the sun thing? No, I don't think so. I can't locate where the sun thing was, but you have a 360 camera there. You have a 360 camera here. This is the sunspot camera. Another 360 there. There's something over there towards the back. And Rodrigo Sampaio says, we don't have uncut videos of the 24-hour sun in the North Pole, so it doesn't exist. Yes, apparently to them, object permanence is difficult. So when they close their eyes, the whole world disappears, and when they open it, it appears again.
Nor do they allow independent explorers to travel to Antarctica during the...
Yes, they do. You just have to pay for it. Like with everything in life, Dubay, and I'm going to give you a ding for that one. Like with everything in life, Dubay, if you pay, if you have enough money, you can do whatever the fuck you want within legality, let's say. But yes, you can freely and privately explore Antarctica, and the example I put always is this guy that will shared his story. He freaking trekked Antarctica from one side to the other on foot. 115 days. Solo coast-to-coast ski crossing of Antarctica that had never been attempted. Right? So this guy crossed Antarctica on his own. Dude, that must be like scary as hell. All right.
In the winter.
Also, there's city talk of a mythical glass dome over the earth. How the hell would you even make that? They won't answer what was before it. They won't answer that either. Well, I've asked these people, and it's basically God did it, magic. So it doesn't. But for example, if you ask them, okay, what type of crystalline structure would support a dome like that without collapsing under its own weight? For example, what material could withstand that? And of course, they have no idea. But you have to be a little bit more nuanced, because they do have some answers to these questions. They're completely unsatisfactory, but they do have them. You just have to contend with them and kind of continue probing. The Socratic method goes a long way. Just keep on asking questions, and they will inevitably either contradict themselves or give an explanation that contradicts something else, etc., etc., etc.
Solstice to verify or refute these claims. Conversely, there are dozens of uncut videos publicly available showing the Arctic midnight sun, and it has been verified beyond any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, the 24-hour sun in Antarctica also has been shared. But Dubay, you jumped on the bandwagon of it's all fake, not understanding that, for example, the Vegas sphere cost like something like $2 billion. And I recently saw a video of someone with their cell phone filming a concert. I believe it was the Backstreet Boys. Not too fond of them, but the place, the visuals, the everything, it was insane. Like, you can actually tell that thing cost $2 billion, and it's worth, because it's fan freaking tastic. So Dubay jumped on the bandwagon that this was some kind of studio, but it would have to be a studio in which, number one, you can fly a 757 plane inside, because they get off the plane, the runway is on the ice, and then they go to the camp, and everything is videos. Abarak says, Mikey, he has photos of the dome. I mean, he thinks. But Mikey will end up being destitute, living under a bridge when the Canadian government is done with him.
58. The Royal Belgian Geographical Society, in their Expedition Antarctique Belge, recorded that during the most severe part of the Antarctic winter, from 71 degrees south latitude onwards, the sun sets on May 17th and is not seen above the horizon again until July 21st.
Oh, guess what, Dubay? That also happens in the south. So, one more.
This is completely at odds with the ball Earth theory, but easily explained by the flat.
No, it's not completely at odds. It happens. The North happens in both models. We all understand that. The problem is the South.
Earth model. The midnight sun is seen from high altitudes in extreme northern latitudes during Arctic summer because the sun, at its innermost cycle, is circling tightly enough around the polar center that it remains visible above the horizon for someone at such a vantage point.
You don't need to be high up, really. If you are anywhere past the Arctic Circle, you will get the closer you get to the pole, the sun starts waving less and less. But past the Arctic Circle, you get the 24-hour sun. I mean, that's how places in Svalbard and Alaska and many places in the north that are past the Arctic Circle, that you just see it. Again, you're lying again, Dubay. I don't know why you added that you had to be at a high elevation.
Likewise, in extreme southern latitudes during Arctic summer, the sun completely disappears from view for over 2 months because there, at the northern tropic, the innermost arc of its boomerang journey, the sun is circling the northern center too tightly to be seen from the southern circumference.
Oh my God. Dude, if you have a small circle in the north and a big circle in the south, then why is it that the sun doesn't change speeds, Dubay? Why is it that days follow kind of the same length per latitude depending on the season? Like, all of this is... in summer, it doesn't go truly darker than daylight. In Lerwick, yes, it's dark, but not pitch black dark. Okay, let's see. Lerwick. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing this. So Lerwick is here. Shetland Museum and Archives. And this is here. But this freaking map doesn't have... oh, this is still Scotland. That's cool. Right, this is probably... I need a map with... I need a better map. Hold on. Shoot. Damn it. Let's see if we can find it now. Where the hell is... Oh my God. Ah, there we go. Found it. Ah, you're super close. You're super close. So you get that effect that the TFE people had when they were looking south and you could see kind of the twilight moving along the horizon. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Quoting Gabrielle Henriette, the theory of the rotation of the Earth may once and for all be definitely disposed of as impracticable by pointing out the following inadvertence. It is said that the rotation takes 24 hours and that its speed is uniform, in which case, necessarily, days and nights should have an identical duration of 12 hours each.
Nope. Incorrect. Because the Earth is not like that. The Earth is tilted. So because of the tilt and the rotation, the conjugation of those things, it causes the sun to move up and down in the sky. An easy way to check this would be, I would say, stand diagonally, like against the wall, like this, where you can see a light, and you stand diagonally. I mean, if you want to do it better, you can do like 23 degrees or whatever, but like you can do this, and you start looking at the light, and then while looking at the light, move your head sideways and move your head like that to the other side. The light will move on your frame. So these people are so freaking stupid. Did I give him a ding? I'll just give him another one.
All the year round. The sun should invariably rise in the morning and set in the evening at the same hours, with the result that it would be the equinox every day from the 1st of January to the 30th.
If the Earth wasn't tilted. You're forgetting important data here, Dubey.
31st of December. One should stop and reflect on this before saying that the Earth has a movement of rotation. How does the system of gravitation account for the seasonal variations in the length of days and nights if the Earth rotates at a uniform speed in 24 hours?
I already told you, Dumbay. It's because of the tilt.
60. Anyone can prove the sea horizon perfectly straight and the Earth perfectly flat using nothing more than a level, tripods, and a wooden plank. At any altitude above sea level, simply...
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. mctoon.net/level. That's the one, right? No, this is the one, the meaning of level. Horizon, was it? No, I don't think so. Never mind. I wanted to find, but you probably know what I'm talking about. Someone did like a water level up on a mountain, and they put the water level at eye level, and the horizon is below eye level. It's a demonstration with red liquid and some crystal tubes. It's pretty cool. Critical curve. Okay, hold on. Let me try that. MC2. Oh, yeah, it should be here. Photos of the curve. Nope. Left to right curve rocket. Left to right curve from Ibiza. Left to right curve. Horizon. Dwayne Kellum. First photograph of the curve of the horizon. This is the old one. Yes. Not what I was looking for, but it's good. All right. No, that is just false. I took a photo in Lerwick in 2009. Oh, wow, that is awesome. If you would like to share that pic with me so I can share it with everyone, you can email it to me here. I'll make sure to keep your email address safe and only share the picture. So if you're up for that, just send it and let me know. Ah, shit, I started this again.
Furthermore, if you move in a half
I don't have audio issues, but I keep forgetting in which freaking screen I am.
circle from one end of the board to the other, whilst observing the skyline over the upper edge, you will be able to trace a clear, flat 10 to 20 miles depending on your altitude. This would be impossible if the Earth were a globe 25,000 miles in circumference.
Saint Hurston too says Eric has copied the argument horizon is a straight line and globe falls away from any given point, so it would be curved. The argument is false from the very start. Horizon is a circle seen end on. Yeah, remember the eclipse in April 2024? I think it was 2024. On a channel that we no longer speak about with someone who we also don't speak about on the previous channel. The ones who know the story know. If you don't worry about it. During that eclipse, we had someone on the ground, and they managed to find a location in the path of totality. And during the eclipse, they did a 360 pan. And it was basically sunset everywhere, 360 degrees around your horizon, and that was a pretty cool thing that we managed. Well, yeah, I mean, I was handling the stream from here, but yeah, that was something pretty cool that we did back in the day. Unfortunately, that is just lost. Perfect. Got your picture right here. Yes, this is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. This is pretty great. And that's exactly what I was thinking. Kind of like what they saw in Punta Arenas, but a little bit more pronounced, I guess. Because it's almost on top. Harbor at Night in Lerwick. Thank you so much for sharing. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. All right, we'll do a couple more and we'll be done with this crap. Sorry, phone.
The horizon would align over the center of the board, but then gradually, noticeably decline towards the extremities. Just 10 miles on each side would necessitate an easily visible curvature of 66.6 feet from each end to the center. 61.
No. Dubai. I'm not going to bother, and I'm just going to assume you did the math wrong, like flat earthers always do, because that is just. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Left sock reminded me that I didn't do the thing. So before we continue, make sure to do the social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and just subscribe to Yerba Talks. And that way we can share the love for the channel. All right. Next up, we have another. Let's do this. Dubai. Because right now we're going to do another one. What is happening? Like, manager, are you taking the piss, as some of our friends would say? Because I don't understand if they are actually a flat earther or they're just being extremely ironic. One is funny and the other one is really not. But okay. So next up, we're going to, and I kind of like that he got brought up on the previous stream with Dave. And this is what we are going to watch. This is one of the first shows of, drum roll please, Nathan Oakley.
But as soon as you do those things,
so let me get you situated, because I had to scrub like 39 minutes ahead, because the previous 39 minutes is just Oakley alone waiting for people to join and talking to the people in the chat, boring as hell. So then we get this guy who is Glover, apparently. So
things start to not line up. And
sorry.
Would start.
Oakley says in a comment here, 22 watching, I'd have thought somebody will join to challenge this guy.
As far as the flat earth, from what I've seen, I guess I'll just keep going until someone comes in to stop me. As far as the flat earth goes, it makes logical sense as long as you don't try and do circumnavigation and you don't look at the sky. But as soon as you do those things, things start to not line up, and you notice inconsistencies, and mainly the most.
Guy, oh fuck, I did again. I'm pretty sure that you were listening to that, even though it wasn't on screen. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we hear, but we don't see. Okay, perfect. So we'll continue on.
Ocean of celestial bodies is a complete confusion if you think you live on a flat disk. Mainly the sun, obscuring bottom to top from sunset, and appearing top to bottom in sunrise. If the Earth was flat and the sun was going above it in some pattern, why wouldn't it illuminate the entire thing?
Good question.
Like why?
Very well. We're doing very basic stuff, so I'm liking how you're handling it, except for the constant sniffing.
Would it not illuminate the entire thing? And the moon, sort of the same story, but it's not as bright. I mean, there's explanations for all that on the ball. And the simple explanation is, well, when you're on one side of the ball and the sun's on the other, you can't see it.
Manager says, this guy sniffs like he takes part in the free white powder in the posh bathrooms. I'm sorry, but it's not free. Even here, where it's super cheap, it's not free.
And it's that simple. Whereas with the flat earthers, they're like, well, there's celestial perspective and it's already really far away from you upwards. So when it goes even further away from you laterally, you can't see it. That's an explanation I've heard before. And as you can tell from the inflection in in my voice that I used, I think it's a terrible argument.
Are they going to just let him?
I don't know.
You're doing well. You're doing well. So far, so good.
Thank you.
Let's just appreciate here for a second how different this guy looks from now. Emma asked, who's that guy? No idea.
I thought I was being quite unique.
No, people are calling people cucks everywhere. It's like a...
Oh, not cook.
It's
Cockles. Cockles.
Cuckolds?
Cockles, yeah.
Is that's different from a cuckold?
Definitely.
Okay, I'm sorry. Guess.
I mean, if you like being a cuckold, then I mean, we don't kink shame here.
So I'll try and keep going here. Oh, I just find so much of it vapid, but I'm nonetheless.
So this is just. Is this just a Glober talking the whole time?
I've got work. I need to go take care of hygiene. Maybe somebody else will come on and balance the scales.
Hopefully so. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you very much indeed for joining me.
Thank you.
His name is Louis. If that that's good for anything.
I'll shout out some of the chat for people who haven't had a shout out already. I'll just read everybody. Why not?
Yeah, so dude, this was just.
A4, good to have you here.
Wait.
Lorcan,
I think people are
good to have
coming
you
in here.
Gem Panda, good chat yesterday.
Yeah, that's cool. There's also Flat Earth debates ran by Andrea Sensi back then, and that was more of a debate. Free Chan was kind of more of a hangout, but we did get into some debates for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think I've made the comment not too long ago that this is kind of what's wrong with a lot of these top brass flat earthers is they don't even allow not even truthers, like people that are understand about 9/11 and stuff like that. They don't care.
Oh my god, they subscribe to all of the conspiracies. That is dumb as hell.
To talk to anybody that has the belief that it's a sphere, and it just it makes them look very showy, in my opinion, truthfully.
It could be fear. There's a fear of being challenged. Nobody wants to get.
Oh, isn't that precious? You mean fear like you have, Oakley, of not going outside of your platform? Because I'm a debater too. I'll debate anywhere except if I know that the other person is just going to be completely unfair.
Get into a heated argument. Maybe that's it, as opposed to just shilly.
It could be, but I just I would want to know I'm right, first of all, and to speak with like-minded people that understand that the government does do sleight of hand stuff sometimes would be helpful.
Oh my god. Yes. Governments mess up and governments have secrets and that kind of stuff. But you can't hide the shape of the earth because you can verify it yourself. Couple of nights ago, Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show and Red's Rhetoric captured on live stream, as well as recording it on multiple videos and stacking images and doing astrophotography. They covered one of the moons of Saturn, Titan. As it was moving, you see the moon and you see the shadow the moon casts on the planet. So no, none of you flat earthers have any idea, and you can verify all of this by yourself. You need some gear, but you can do some basic observations. For example, to the moon, you can do basic observations with a regular telescope, with a cheap telescope. And it's just something that you can't lie about because it's something so easily verified by anyone that you couldn't just make a conspiracy to hide it. It's not feasible. The amount of people you would have to constantly be shutting up because they're like at the beach and watching sunset, and it's like the sun is not going away; it's going below the earth. And then when you see that right before the green flash, that you see just a sliver of the sun, and it's like, yeah, the sun it's not going away. It's going below the earth for some reason. And when they talk about the ancients, a lot of these ancient cosmologies thought that the sun went under the earth. In Egyptian myth, the sun took a barge through the sky and then went under the ground and came back the other side. The Enoch, in the book of Enoch, which is what they mostly refer to rather than the Bible, because the Bible just has a handful of verses, and I kind of like Peter Markley's argument that it's just phenomenological language. I think that's a great explanation for that. So the Enochians, the sect of the Jews that subscribed to the book of Enoch, believed that the sun took portals. But they also noticed that because the sun was at different altitudes during the year, there were many different portals the sun took to go from one place to the other. So yeah, the ancient Jews or the Enochian Jews did not believe that the sun went under the earth, but it teleported. And I don't think any of these people would advocate for a teleport. Steve says Enoch is just fan fiction. Yes, but I would hold that all religious texts are just fan fiction. And Zumi, Tomato, says the Aztec thought the earth was convex with a dome. Yeah, but the dome, the Aztec dome, wasn't an actual dome. It's a freaking snake. Aztec cosmology images. Here we go. Share. Nah, damn it. This is and you can see here, it's a snake. It's a snake with two, it's a snake with two heads, right? So they thought that this was all that there was, then the underworld, of course, and then the dome is actually a living snake. Mike Gurney says, Awake Souls claim that teleporting Pac-Man's son. Yeah, but those people are just, I mean, you have flat earthers here at the bottom of the barrel, which is at the barrel that's actually holding the barrel we refer to commonly as the bottom of the barrel. So we have the bottom of the barrel, then we have the barrel that contains flat earthers, in which they're at the bottom also, and then you have these people, the SBBR dummies. This is just dumb as hell. Tell me more says hello. Hello to you. Awake Souls is the pet rock of FE. Oh my god, yeah, he's just weird. Let's go back to this.
Helpful to me if I was a flat earther, personally. But what's up, Jim?
How you doing, mate? Hello.
These kinds of open discussions actually bring on people like me and Jim, where we're actually like a lot more calm than, say, Dogmatic Dell, where he goes on for hours about how I've been raped by the Catholic Church and all this kind of stuff. Like that's why I get pissed off by some people.
You what? You've been accused of being a rape victim from the Catholic Church by Dell. Did I hear you right?
Oh God, yeah, dude. Yeah, he talks about my anus
That's
almost
his
every
line
show.
on Timmy. Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh my god, dude, Oakley smokes weed. You saw him there. Hold on. Let me put a couple of frames. Why isn't this shit working? Isn't this supposed to scroll back one frame with the there it is. It just takes forever. Look, he's smoking weed. No, weed is not meant for people like you, Oakley. How is he so angry all the time if he smokes weed? What? I'm baffled by this, and because of that, I'm just going to give him 50 dings.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, what?
Yeah, I was hoping we might get Dell in there today. He was hovering around, but nope.
He was hovering around here. I'll send him the link.
He was when Nathan was live. He was hanging around. Are we still live? We're not still
Yeah,
live.
we're
are
still
we?
live. Yeah, yeah. This
Oh,
will.
are we?
I mean, I intended just to do this for a couple of hours just to see how it went, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I'm kind
Yeah, it went like shit. You jump forward to today. You're also doing shit like shit because you're a nasty person. And here he was like quite calm. He wasn't yelling or anything like that.
of not surprised that the people who have actually interacted are what are classed as globe heads. That doesn't surprise me. It annoys me, but there we go. That's life.
Yeah, I must admit, doesn't surprise me. There just aren't that many people around anymore that want to engage.
I know that. But it causes more paranoia in the people that are susceptible to weed, not anger. I mean, the effect, the high of the weed shouldn't make him angry. There's something like seriously wrong with you if you smoke weed and you're angry all the time. As a smoker of weed for 20 years, and I don't smoke anymore, I think I can speak to this with some level of authority.
Like that, and it's sort of become the norm not to,
Yeah, there's kind of this philosophical approach now to flat Earth, which is okay, but it really needs to be
I mean, it would be okay if any of you knew the first thing about philosophy. No, what you're doing is trying to, because you don't have evidence, you're trying to use philosophy as a weapon to discredit, experiments, peer-reviewed papers, and all of that.
addressed that it doesn't necessarily reflect the truth of our reality, and a lot of people just want to go with the philosophical belief. And I actually started to figure out that people like Bob and stuff, they just want to have a place to go and hang out with like-minded people.
That's a very important part. That's a very important part of the community that these people get, and that's why they're so hesitant to get out of flat Earth, because they don't have a community. Then a lot of them, with the flat Earth, you get a lot of people who are also anti-Semitic, who are maybe potentially racist, who discriminate people because, like me, like I get this all the time because I have an accent. The flat earthers will mock me. It's like, motherfucker, I'm bilingual. You can't even speak one word in another language and you're mocking me. Like that, it makes no sense. Like, good job on self-owning yourself while trying to insult me. Hilarious. But yeah, I think the community part is important. And the idea, the psychological idea that they have some kind of special knowledge that no one else has, and that they are so smart that they figured out this huge conspiracy that involves pretty much everyone in the world, and that they are somehow the chosen ones that have figured all of this out. It's just bonkers. But I think the psychological part is a big deal on how a lot of these people come to the flat Earth and then stay flat earthers.
And they like take really offense to me coming on and just saying, hey, the Earth is actually a sphere, dude. Like, there's actually evidence for it. So
yep. Oh, my fucking cat, they're there!
We got Ranty Rant spewing hate. Again, Ranty, you're welcome to join if you disagree with anything.
Good job, Ranty. Good job.
You are welcome to join. And
I don't know if it's a... Hold on. I don't know if it's good job, because I don't know if he had flipped. There's a lot of... hold on. Charlotte is insulting Randy, but then also said flat earth are cowards. So he was probably still a flat earther.
Put that opinion forward.
Yeah, come on in,
Yeah, this
Ranty.
is- This happens a lot, actually. A lot of people try to set up hangouts where flat earthers can come and engage with people that believe in the sphere. And it seems as though their conviction isn't as strong as people like me that really want to push what I believe is the truth. They just want to sit there and believe it and go watch, Patricia Steer and Mark Sargent. It's like, hey,
Patricia Steer is no longer a flurf.
cool, man.
Dude, it's so much fun watching this old stuff, because like we know what happens after, right? So I imagine people living in that, like, I imagine Oakley sitting there in his chair, that this is going to go mainstream any day now. And they've been saying it since this video was published, or thinking it, 7 years ago in October 27, 2017, right? So I imagine them just going, oh, anytime, it's coming. We're going mainstream. Everyone will know that the earth is flat, and we'll be the ones that will get all the glory because we were the ones that spread all of this information. And in their heads, they believe that they will become some sort of, worldwide celebrities because they uncovered the secret. Newsflash. It's 2025. Oakley is begging for money because live stream, he doesn't have, his audience is just meager now. And he's begging for money, saying that he has had to resort to buying and selling microphones. Sorry. Yeah, like his whole thing is like unraveling. And the manager got the idea. Yeah, spoilers. That is the best part of doing this.
It's in my opinion, this flat earth thing kind of separated the wheat from the chaff in the truth community, because the people that are pitching the flat earth can just go in their little echo chamber and pitch the flat earth like they want. They ban everybody in the chat. I come by without troll accounts with my main accounts and say hi and get banned. So I just don't go back. I don't have time for this anymore. I'm actually moving. I'm getting a new house, and I don't care. Like I'm pretty much done, because the flat earth is done itself. It's killing itself, the house of cards, from the inside. And this
very good observation, despite the dirt that you said about 9/11. This guy has flat earth nailed down.
This is where I get my popcorn out and just enjoy, truthfully.
I mean, it's very good advice, as much as you're saying it in kind of a way to smear what the movement's doing.
We don't need to smear you guys. You guys smear yourselves.
It is good advice. If you are banned from somewhere and they don't want you there, the worst thing you can do for your own sanity is just keep going back again and again and again.
Yeah, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun because Oakley, when you do stuff like that, then you get clips like this one. Give me just a sec. Let me pull it up. One moment. There we go. Here it is.
Having really poor.
I mean, then you when you do stuff like that, you get some fun things happen, like this one.
On us having really poor memories, like whatever happened yesterday, just forget about it. Forget about Palestine. Forget about La Palma. Forget about. Hey, what up, Blacklight?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Black lights in the foundry.
Forget
And
about.
then it's this guy.
Forget about paradise. Forget about all that.
Clip is so good. Thank you, Icy Spin, for number one, giving me the idea to do that, and number two, the clip. So Icy Spin, buddy, or actually, he's secretly a flurf. So Icy Spin is actually Icy Flat. Don't tell anyone.
Because it's miserable, or at least I think so.
Yeah, I saw the idiots over at Jesus. I tell the idiots
fuck
that
was
go and
that?
troll and have hundreds of accounts that come in and literally give 100 views to say Dogmatic Bell or something just to put thumbs down on. It'll be 300-400 thumbs down. That means that those.
Marcus Leach says, when you present strong observations and evidence, they will revert to tilting at the windmills of your fundamentals, like speed of light, gravity, usual saying, yep. And the fun thing is that they don't understand any of it, like whatsoever. I'm looking on the Nathan Oakley 1980 channel to see if I have something more interesting.
Those 300 or 400 people just gave 300 or 400 views to Dell, and this is part of what makes people think that it's growing, is that trolls are giving like an eighth of the views, maybe even a sixth of the views sometimes.
Yeah, I've said that many times, that some of my most avid fans, they may not agree with what I say. In fact, quite the opposite. They often fundamentally disagree. They're still watching my content. And as a YouTuber, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for views. You know, yes, the subject that interests me is Flat Earth, but I'm a YouTuber, first and foremost. That's what I'm here for. And what was the most entertaining to me?
No. I mean, that claim just got you 100 more dings, just because. Oakley, what you're more foremost is a grifter, Oakley. Oakley, you know the Earth is a globe. Let's start with that. You got offered a free trip to Antarctica. So, that's another 100. And you declined. And there you stood in your derp chair just saying that an observation is affirming the consequent. It's not. You're just hilariously dumb. And this goes back to what we were talking about, how they are using philosophy, or they have a philosophical position. No, they're trying to use philosophy as a means to discredit science. And that's not how any of that works. Ricardo, 475 Uruguayan pesos. Just open the stream and the first thing I see is Eric Dubay. Why, Max? Why do you punish me like this? I don't know. I punish myself, and I just bring you guys along for the ride so we can split the damage among the biggest amount possible of people. I'm bored with this, so we'll look for something else. Wait. When was the 1 year ago? No. I think his main channel is the 1980 channel. Mike Gurney says, if you want plenty of derp, go to Vlad's 1 hour stream from about a week ago, right off the bat, for Guess How to Count. We're actually taking a trip down memory lane. So right now, what I'm trying to do is to find old Flat Earth stuff, like really old. And I'm at the Nathan Oakley 1980 channel, but it's taking a little bit to load. Great question. Has Nathan found the guns yet? Nope. Guns are nowhere to be found. I'm scanning. All right, we are at 3 years ago. Oh, derpy, I love that word. CK says, love you all, bye. Thank you, got to go to the Olympic Museum. Awesome. We're please tell me that you're going with little R and you're not going on a date to the Olympic Museum. That would be weird. But I mean, yesterday we had the case of someone in the audience who had to pick up their own wife. Can you imagine the effort day to day? Come on. Why is this channel so... Why does it take so long to load? Holy cow. Come on. Oh, now I see why. It's because he has so many freaking videos. Well, I know, don't really want to be like a beat a dead man, but like, are we above shitting on his beliefs in life? Just because he's dead? Wait, what? What is happening? Who are... What are we talking about? Oh, Bob. No, I mean, I don't care. Bob Nodell. That's Globebusters, right? Yeah, we can try something other. Thank you, Globebusters. There we go. 72,000 subscribers. Holy cow. Videos or live? Let's do live. This one is going a lot faster. All right, getting to the end. We're at 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Super Flat Sunday from Globebusters. So let's check this out.
If anybody gives me a hard time for uploading and...
What the fuck is this intro? Newsflash! Globebusters. Jaren is no longer Flurf. So. Oh my god! Ricardo, this Dumbo is from Argentina. Iru Landucci or some shit like that.
Who you gonna call when the horizon?
In case you're wondering, this was streamed on February 7th, 2021.
Flattens out. Before the ended, believe me. Yeah, man.
Holy fuck, 2.5 minutes of intro. It's a little bit too much.
Sunday. I am your host, Bob, Xanadude60. And lo and behold, we are back, people. It's been we've been gone for about a month. Well, yeah, just about a month now. I think.
Oh my fucking god! Seriously, this is what we start with: Happy's, Geminia, Pitatia, the sun. You know, the AE map, and here it says Ya, and it has like a white ball and a black ball for some reason. And then here it says Tot, the moving island, and Tot is an Egyptian god. So like this makes no sense, because if they say there's an ice wall, they say there's a gate there. But if there is an ice wall, an impassable ice wall, like what the? How do they even know of the outside lands? That like this is completely, when they go down this route, it's completely stupid.
This is our first show of the new year, maybe second. God, I can't even remember. That's just terrible. But anyway, we're back, and glad to be back here with everybody, and have a whole bunch of neat stuff to share today, and lots going on in the community. So we will jump right into that as soon as we introduce the panel. And first up, as always, we have Jaren from Jarenism. Hey, Jaren, how you doing? Uh-oh. You're muted.
Flight path on a globe. Nope. We know that the flight goes from here, and I don't know if you see my cursor, but where they start in Australia and it goes straight to Santiago. It just goes straight to Santiago. That is Fugazi. I won't do this one today, but this is great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's already saved, and we'll probably get to it sometime this week.
There's some sound coming from somewhere. I don't know where it's. There we go. I fixed it. Doing great, Bob. Thanks. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Okay, you fixed it. You had something.
Looking at this, how fun would it be to invite Jaren over and go over some of these videos with what we know today? It's a decent time. I'll send him a message. Hold on. Jaren. I'll play this and I'll type in the message.
Yeah, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like going through every tab, like, where is it? Where's it coming from?
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, the more shows you add, like when you add Twitch or you add something else, it's just even more tabs that you have to monitor to make sure they aren't screaming at you. So I figured it out. We're all good.
Yeah, I started that. I got an immediate feedback when the live stream, but I don't think anybody heard it. So at least StreamYard takes care of that. But anyway, not a big deal. So I take it the family's doing good. Maverick doing good. Miss everybody.
Everybody is fantastic. No complaints. He's getting big. Definitely. We saw this baby across the street the other day, and we went over and met him. And he's like 7.5 months and looks smaller than Maverick, and he weighs less than Maverick. We're like,
oh no, no! They were already shilling the app way back in the day. Ooh, that's bad. That is bad. The app is insecure. It's still leaking data to this day.
So he's definitely growing, getting big, and he's got thighs like tree trunks.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be a big kid like his dad.
I think so.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing because, my oldest, Brandon, his mom was Sonia, and Sonia was 5 foot tall. Amazing. After we have Rodrigo Ferrari Nunez with us today. And how you doing, sir?
How's it going, Bob? How's it going, Jaren? Thank you for having me. Looking forward to see what you bringing out. Really excited. And yeah, things are going well.
I love how a lot of flat earthers go with the matrix. Let me delete the counter because I'm not counting for this one. I love when they use the matrix as kind of like, yeah, we live in a matrix, I'm unplugged, and they use the matrix analogy and the fact that what are their names now? Lana is one. Well, the Wachowski brothers transitioned to be the Wachowski sisters. And I just, it tickles my fancy. Like, it tickles me in the inside that they don't realize that they're supporting, trans people. And even the idea, back in the Matrix 1, there's a character, and I've said this before, there's a character called Switch. Blonde lady, short hair. The character was the character was called Switch because the original idea on the screenplay was that Switch had one gender in Zion, but when she connected into the Matrix, she became a woman, right? So that's why her name was Switch, and that also gives you an inclination of what might have been going through their minds way back in the day before transitioning for them even became an actual thing. So that's That's pretty cool. It just giggles me. It makes me giggle all the time. But I haven't actually got a chance yet to tell it to a flat earther and make them just like implode.
You're just getting ready for bedtime, and yeah, I'm having my coffee for the evening, and yeah.
Who the fuck has coffee before bedtime? Only a flat earther. Like, seriously.
Awesome.
See what happens.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I noticed that when you were on Jaron on Friday, he was giving you the perfect attendance award, and I think you pretty much got that here as well.
Right.
I don't think you've ever missed a show, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm usually like this when I kind of think.
Crons, you know, to the left or to the right, and it is amazing. You know, just one stepper motor click, and it would, you know, move it 10, 10 feet.
Wow, even.
What the fuck are they talking about?
Get at the right angle to catch it.
Have people tried using some sort of scope connected to a laser, like a sniper sort of thing? Would that help? I don't know.
It'd probably help, but it's mostly knowing where to point it exactly at the opposing person, and you need some sort of reference to point it directly at them. So that makes it pretty hard for them.
Right, is very much more difficult, no?
Right.
Yeah, move it just any direction. Obviously, the way it moves on the opposite side is huge, right? So you just a millimeter on your side, and over there it moves 20 feet. So it becomes, yeah, exactly. Gets quite difficult.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it also proves the point that you're looking at the source. I mean, if you look at it at sideways, or if the laser's pointing up, or, you know, or in a different direction, you cannot see it. You can only see that source when the source is pointed right at you. So they're trying to say that source is somehow hopping the curvature. It's just, I mean, utter nonsense.
But in a way, you don't need the laser if you have these lights on the ground. You can measure your distance to them, right?
Right. It's hard to pinpoint which ones are which, but I could probably figure some of it out. But I'll have to do that.
What's the one to the right, like to the far right?
Yeah, Dave Weiss is asking if those lights are further on the right.
Oh, on the right? Yeah, these are just highway lights that go along that area. I don't know if anyone knows that, but that highway is just almost right there along the edge of the Great Salt Lake. So these are just highway lights. Is
this looking north, going north?
I'm at what is called Promontory Point. I'm looking south.
South. Okay, so the Wasatch Front's on the left.
Right. Salt Lake City would be on the far left, and I have, lots of videos and stuff. Let me show you a different one. That's where
looking at the west side, essentially, right, towards the Salt Flats kind of thing.
Oh, here. This is where I'm on the.
Oh my God! There's a kid being like. There's a kid yelling in the background.
This is on the road before I start walking down there to the beach, and you can see the smelter stack much better. But yeah, it was a exciting experience to go ahead and walk through the water and everything. But I mean, that's so far, 35 miles. But
that's such a funny thing when people. I have a friend. He lives in the middle of Argentina. So when he came to Uruguay to visit me for the first time, he was super excited to go and see the sea. I was like, what? And I didn't get it. And then, after we talked, I was like, oh, right. Because all you see are just like small creeks and maybe a little lake, a lagoon, some stuff like that. So for him, watching the sea was just amazing. Oh, looks like the ticker has moved. Let me check on how we doing. See all, share this tab. Oh, that is awesome. So Michael Harrison, thank you so much. $60. Jason Chastain, $76. Thank you, people. Thank you so much. We're making progress. We are making progress little by little, chipping at that freaking balance. So let's go. We're at 60%. That is so cool. That is amazing. Oh, it's Taboo Conspiracy who has the kids like playing right next to him. Yeah. I mean, that is pretty obvious that when you're here and you move 1 degree, if you're farther away, that 1 degree starts arcing out. Like, why are they baffled by this? Oh, sorry. Thank you. I fucked it up so many times today.
Salad. That's what it is. Karen B says it's a salad. The super accurate laser aiming device. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
the other problem I had was that I didn't have any cell phone service. And if you don't have cell phone service, it makes it.
Jaren just messaged me, so I told him about your stream. Oh. I didn't actually finish typing my message to him.
So much harder because you can't.
Of course, if Jaren wants to come on, I'm more than happy to have him. I've grown to like Jaren, and if not, we can do it some other time. I'll finish typing this for Love. I don't want. Telegram fucking sucks. Anymore, whatever. At some time. I also have another stream I would like to do with Jaren, but I'll save that one for later.
Like I have videos of lights over there, but I can't pinpoint it and say, is that you? You know, can you turn your light off? Things like that. That just made it kind of impossible for me to do that. So I'm lucky that I caught anything, but I could see all the way to the bottom of that smelter stack. To me, that's just absolutely globe impossible.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as they all are. And, you know, and these are some of the best.
Oh, Bob.
Proofs ever, you know, and I'm kind of curious, you know, I think that's probably most people's, you know, biggest claim is, you know, what is your biggest proof for flat Earth? And most people will say that we simply see too far.
Yeah, the problem is that we don't see. If the Earth was flat, the actual statement that goes after is we don't see far enough, because there's no reason why, if you're, I don't know, a couple 100 kilometers away, and if the Earth was flat, that you shouldn't see the Burj Khalifa from way, way farther than we are actually able to see it now, without the atmosphere becoming so opaque that it just disappears from the opaqueness of the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. And these are fantastic examples of that. And yet I have yet to see one example of a Ball Earth claim that actually held to scrutiny. Whereas,
oh, Bob, I'm sorry that I'm talking to a dead person now, and rest in peace, my respect, and all of that. But yeah, 24 hours down in Antarctica. The lines of longitude, the flight from Sydney to Santiago, and all of the experiments that the all of the experiments that they did during the final experiment. Opaque atmosphere equal no stars in most of the sky. Let me think about this, because what I was talking about was, as let's say the Earth is flat, we are in the Middle East, we see the Burj Khalifa and start driving away from it. If the Earth was flat, I don't think you would have to be super far away for the Burj Khalifa to become like occluded by the atmosphere itself, that it becomes opaque. But I don't think that when you're looking up, you're looking through the less dense layers of air. So I don't know how that would interact. But the atmosphere is actually opaque. Ricardo says, I'm building a coffee table with recycled wood, so Earth flat, and the table is flat, so Earth flat. End of discussion. I'm convinced. I am convinced. Oh, but my mate is curved, so the Earth is curved. Checkmate.
As if they were claiming, oh well, okay, this goes perfectly along with ball curvature, and that's the limit of your vision. That you couldn't come back a day or two later when the atmospheric conditions have changed, and you can see way beyond that, right?
Yeah, it's almost like refraction happens, right? And what gets me about this kind of talk is that the limits of your vision, there are no limits to your vision. The limit of your vision is if the light reaches your eye, you can see it. And that's pretty much it. The top of your mate is flat. Well, just the rim. The rest is concave. So, I mean, if you want to do concave Earth. No, it's actually, no. Well, I always have a problem. Concave, convex, right? Like concave, convex. Nah, who cares?
So there is no consistent ball evidence, and there is very consistent flat Earth evidence. And, nobody is denying the fact that, refraction conditions changes, atmospheric conditions change. But for the most part, if there was a physical obstruction there, if there was a physical horizon, as the ball Earth must have, then you would never be able to see over it. And again, because of the very nature of the ball Earth dropping away as you look level away from you, you are getting into a thinner and thinner atmosphere, which will never pull light down. In fact, it would tend to do anything but that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it goes the other way. And we've seen that example several times on FE Core, demonstrate.
Wait, he's saying, when he says refraction moving things down, he actually means refraction moving things up, right? Because that's what it does.
And where the laser is actually going up, and it's like that just makes absolutely no sense on a ball Earth. So
no, that actually, because when things get refracted, they move up in your field of view. In general, in like normal conditions.
Crazy stuff. Whoops. And Taboo, did you drop out again? What happened here?
Am I sharing my screen again?
Yeah, there you are. You're back.
Do you see the little blue dot?
Mm-hmm.
That is the laser at just a fraction of a second. You don't see it every time on the video, but at several places you'll see that blue dot just show.
I see it. It appears here in the middle. I don't know if YouTube, because I'm streaming another video, if you will be able to see it, but
up. And that's how far away it is. That's what's crazy. I mean, I don't know if I could get any.
Yeah, I showed this. It's on mctoon.net/curve.
Further than that.
Yeah, no, not without maybe even more power. How many watts was that laser? 3 or 1?
Sorry, I don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the.
Should we count how many tabs? All right, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 tabs. Woo, woo, woo. That is some high IQ level research.
Don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's difficult because you have the beam divergence you have to deal with, and on some of the cheaper lasers like the ones that I got and the one I think that Jaron got, we got from Luck Laser, they had a pretty horrendous beam divergence to where was it, Jaron? You were getting like at about a mile, it was like 6 feet, or was that a couple miles? There's a 6 feet beam divergence.
4 miles, it was 10.
Oh, that's not too bad, but it's still pretty
is that
bad.
the size that the beam gets to become?
Yeah, and once it's that big too, it's kind of not even really measurable, right? Because it kind of snows out towards the end. I mean, you wouldn't even know where to stop measuring the light.
Right.
So it's hard to say 10 feet. It's not like you could draw a perfect 10-foot diameter circle.
Right. It has no edge. The edge is all blurred out.
Right. So it's about 10 feet. It's probably actually more than that. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And all right. And yes. So we got David and Karen's comments out of the way. Beautiful. And all right. So that's awesome, Ben. So are you going to go out and do any more this spring, or anything coming up that you're going to be doing any more tests on?
I actually, it's kind of a hobby of mine. So yeah, I'll be out there again. But as far as distance on long water, I don't think I could get further.
Magnus Holmgreen, refraction bends light down, which makes things appear higher than they actually are. That's what I meant. I'm sorry if I misspoke, but yeah, that's what I meant. I found it here. This was what Marcus Leach was talking about. This is the picture that Toon got. And you can download it there, and you can find this here.
Further than that, that's maybe I could have done some exposure photos, something that might help that a little bit, but that's unless I have something much more powerful. But
that's true.
Yeah, but I'll always still be out, just still film.
I never understood why they don't just like rent a powerful laser if they're really interested in this. I honestly don't understand. I should be going. I started at 3. Oh, we still got a lot of time. Awesome.
Because I think it's a lot. Oh,
no, we don't.
What the camera are you using?
I'm still using a P900. I'm old school.
Yeah, that's pretty bad when the P900 is old school, huh?
Don't you guys have the infrared 1000, Jaron and Bob?
I have the 1000. Actually, it used to be Jaron's, and we traded because Jaron wanted to be able to adapt the 900 for infrared, and we couldn't do that with the P1000. So he and I made a swap, and now I have the 1000.
Right, and I've got the 900 infrared.
How's that work?
Jaron still has that camera and has actually put it to really good use and we're going to do a little bit of a detour here because I think it's important to show the derp from before and the reality now. So we're going to go to Jeranism. And we're going to go to videos. And on the video, oh shoot, you're not watching. On the videos, we are going to look for we are going to look for what's it? The rocket. Where the hell are the rockets? Ah, here we go. He explains it all, but we'll just look at the rocket part.
Right when I went live, which was right there. So this is the cloud cover. Hello? There we go. So this is the cloud, but you can see that I'm up in this, right? So I'm up here. You've got rhinos over here. Oh, no, I don't see any clouds. Let me edit view.
Where's the footage? Ah, maybe he said he did it live, so let me check the live section. Live. Speaker's corner. The moon landings. Which one was it? I'm sorry, I don't. Ah, here, this one. Okay, got it. Got it. There we go.
On the lower right, we've got an infrared. Straight ahead, we've got just a regular camera.
The camera here on the bottom right is the one that they converted to infrared.
With that call from SpaceX, we're now waiting.
So I'm going to mute it because it has a lot of background noise. So what he went to a place where he knew that he would be able to see the rocket path. And now he filmed the experience and then went back home and basically merged the two things, the rocket launch, the official video, with his footage. He had to sync it up when the stage separation happens. And once he was able to sync the videos together, then he was able to realize that the rocket had launched, and for 1 full minute, 60 seconds, he couldn't see the rocket. And then it comes, it starts slowly appearing. St. Hurston says converted to infrared. Nope, they removed the infrared filter, so it includes infrared. Thank you for that. I know jack shit about cameras, so I have no idea. All right, so he's talking, and then there we go. And there we start to see. There, just above this purple light, you see that red flaming thing going up and up and up. Icy Spin says, I helped Jaren with this. My estimate for when the rocket would be visible based on the globe was only off by 2 seconds. Oof. So good. So good. I don't know how long you've been here, Icy Flat, but I did thank you because I played the clip from the surprise motherfucker clip from Vlad, and and I thanked you for getting me that clip. So yeah, with the help of Icy Spin, or Icy Flat rather, Jaren was able to you know do the a little bit of the math and get this done, and I think it's a great evidence for the globe. Like he's in a privileged position that he lives very close to where they launch the rockets all the time, and now we have more rocket launches than ever before. and that's freaking great. So I absolutely congratulate Jaren on the journey of that he's going on, and this rocket evidence is one of my favorite. It's becoming one of my favorites. I haven't had the chance to use it yet, but Jaren, just know that I'm sorry, but I will completely steal the argument. This is just too good not to use. Who knows when we'll have a flat Earth debate, but I have it in the bag saved. All right, let's go back to this.
Working. Can you see pretty far with that?
Yeah. I mean,
is the focus a problem?
Yeah. I mean, because you have to do it's all manual at that point, so it just becomes difficult, and you have to do like custom white balancing. There's a lot of extra steps, but I like it.
It's a pain.
It's kind of pain. I haven't used it really since Salton Sea for doing tests yet.
Yeah, it is definitely a pain to do the manual focusing on the P900 or the P1000. Neither one of them are really very good. But
is it digitally they have to do it pressing a button? It's not by hand, or is it with the ring that you manipulate in your hand?
Well, you put it in a mode and then you manipulate the ring, but you have to put it in the manual focus mode. And like I said, it's really, really tricky. It's just not intuitive at all.
Mm-hmm.
But such is life. That's the way it goes.
That's life. So. That's what all the people say. Curious UK Debunks, are you there? If you are, do you have set up the next stream so I can set up the redirect and forget about that? Because I have like something in my head just telling me set up the redirect.
Awesome.
You have to have a very sturdy tripod to just hold the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. My God, I could not believe, the P1000 is so much bigger than the P900. It's ridiculous. I was thinking that they were going to be pretty much the same size. No way.
Yeah, because I was using the P1000 for a while, and then when I got the P900 from you, I was like, oh my goodness, it looked like a little point and shoot piece of junk.
Ooh. Huge R's. Greetings and salutations. I humbly salute you, my bro. How are you? And let's get something sorted out real quick here. There we go. We also have Roger That, who I saw before, but I didn't get the chance to say hi to him. Hello, Roger. Did I get fatter in here? I don't know. I try to be sugar-free, but I can't.
And when you get it, the first time you get it, you're like, wow, this thing's huge. But yeah, the P1000 is enormous. And if you don't have a $150 or $200 tripod, then the thing just kind of shakes the whole time.
Exactly. And I've got a $300 tripod, and I think it's not stable enough. It's just so heavy. It was barely sufficient for the P900, I thought, but that's the way it goes. But Nikon, I'm sure, is going to keep coming out with stuff like that unless the government offers them incentive not to. Coming out with stuff like that unless the government offers them incentive not to.
Why? Why would the government give a camera manufacturer money not to do a better camera? It makes no sense. No sense at all. And wait, do you guys remember the thing that happened when they discontinue Nikon discontinues what a hard word to freaking type. Discontinues P1000. Yeah. Remember, this was in February of this year, where Nikon announced that they were discontinuing the production of the P1000, and they would start production on the P1100. So, and immediately when the news broke, everyone was like, you see, the conspiracy. And yeah, it turned out they were all wrong.
But regardless, there's still going to be incredibly, incredible telephoto lenses that are out there that will even surpass that, but not at the budget cheap price.
Well, I mean, of course, they're not at the budget price. But this happened 4 years ago in 2021, and the new camera kind of started in 2025. No, the Curious UKD Bank, I think you posted your stream key. Let me remove that just in case. Dude, you're lucky it just pasted half of the thing. Ricardo remembers the conspiracy. They don't want the P1000 manufactured, so we can't prove the Earth is flat.
That the P900 and P1000s are at. So, que sera. So, okay. Well, let's see. What else do I have? So, Jaron, are we going to be doing a Patreon stream today?
Yeah, I'm doing one today and then next Sunday as well, just because I wanted to split them up because I didn't know if people were going to be busy with.
Oh my God, that sounded like a freaking truck, and it was a motorbike.
With Super Bowl, obviously, I couldn't care less, so I'm going to do it this week and then also next week, which is Valentine's Day. And people can either attend both or none or one, whatever they want. So yeah, 3:30 today Pacific time.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. And yeah, I was going to cut.
Dude, this is not the URL. This could not be the URL. This is an RTMP link. You shared to me half of the stream key, but wait, is it you that goes next? Yeah, it's you, but you don't have the stream up. Does it go live when you hit go live? You don't make it beforehand?
Today a little bit short for that because I know you wanted to do that. And also we have the Globebusters patrons as well. And, we've got a few more of those that are coming on board, which is nice because honestly, guys, you're not going to believe this. So you guys know that I removed the content because, right around the first of the year because I was, afraid of basically the same thing that Jaron was afraid of. I didn't have any strikes, but I knew that YouTube is just basically looking for reasons to take channels down. So, and I was also under the impression that Lighthouse was going to be coming online. So I'm thinking, okay, well, this is cool. I can get everything uploaded to Lighthouse. And of course, that's become a delay. I'm sure that they are facing all kinds of trouble with the powers that be that don't really want to have a truth network online. And so they're trying to get all their ducks in a row and keep themselves from being attacked, on a legal standpoint by the the big boys like Google and YouTube and stuff like that. But anyway, so I removed all that content, and I was thinking, well, this is great because when I come back, I can actually kind of change the content a little bit so that it doesn't get under their radar as far as being strictly flat earth based type stuff. And I would be able to at least get super chats and stuff like that. Well, lo and behold, 2 weeks after I removed all the content, I get a notice from YouTube that says that they demonetized me again, not only on Globebusters, but on Globebusters 2 because of reused content. Well, Globebusters 2, I can understand that. But when Globebusters didn't have any content on it, I'm just thinking, now they're just being mean, right? They're just being.
That's so weird because I don't know how YouTube worked, before, but I've reused content from other channels. Like when I posted my debates when we were getting this channel started up, and nothing happened. So huge R's as what is a yerba mate anyway? Okay, so as you know, I'm from Uruguay, and in Uruguay we have this. This is a mate. It's the name of the drink. Yerba mate is this green thing here, which is what we drink. So I have my thermos of boiling water. I pour it over my mate, and I drink it. And BPA did the dictionary definition as South American herbal tea with insane amount of caffeine. Yep, that is true.
In jerks to do this. So, there went that type of any hope of any income there. And I'm not sure if they're ever going to give it back. They do seem to, take it away and give it back and take it away and give it back. But
yeah.
Try and take us down all the time. And believe me, I still want to get the hell off of YouTube. But as it is right now, we've got 61,000 subscribers on YouTube. And this is the best place, if for nothing else, to at least let people know where we're going to be. And, because of the fact that, we are unable to monetize either on the Globebusters or Globebusters 2 channel, that we would be relying on Patreon and PayPal type of donations, stuff like that. And, and I've never really, donations have never been that big of a deal for me. But, since obviously we moved to South Carolina, I'm in kind of a semi-retirement condition. And even though we're doing, fairly well and we own the house and all that stuff, you still need money to eat and stuff like that. And I don't even mind.
And it's a caffeine talking. Got it. Yes. Hi. How are you, Apollos? That's what I don't even know what day it is today because I have slept like 10 hours in the last 2 days. But give me 1 second. Modern day debate. Oh, that's today. That's today. Hold on. 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern, and I am on max I am on at 1:30. Yeah, we're not probably going to have to do like a short after show. But yeah, Tony's a friend, and you're a friend, so we'll probably do that. I forgot because I've been distracted. Perfect. Thank you. Let me get that done. But yeah, we'll probably do that. Or if I don't do it because I'm, sleepy or tired or whatever, Isa is probably available. So yeah, we'll probably do that. Don't sweat it. I need to edit this and grab that. And we're good to go. Okay. So we did Dubai, we did Oakley, we did Globebusters Bob Nodell. Oh my God. I just summoned him with my mind. Isa, if you want to come on, you can always come on. No worries. No need to ask. And I can ask you if I'm not up, if you would like to host the after show. I'm here. Sorry, dealing with. Curious UK Divan gave me the link. That's what I was doing. And now just put it there, redirect. There we go. Finally done. Okay. I will still have a little bit of a half an hour. Hugh Jars says, he first said this, I might as well schedule my next stream, of course. And in about 14 hours, City and I will tear Flatsoid a new one. Curious UK Debunk. You don't have the redirect. I'm such a dumbass. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get it done somehow. Me and Isa also tear the Flatsoid, a new one, on his complete misunderstanding of Islam. Isa, I'm making you a managing moderator because for some reason I haven't done that before. Did we? Oh, I think we got the. I don't know why the donation ticker. I'm supposed to get a flash on screen when a donation arrives, but it doesn't seem to be actually working. So we'll come here, change that, refresh this, and see all. Fred Button for $20. Thank you so much. DPD Banks changed it because of FTFE and Dave McKeegan. Okay. When am I supposed to hand it over? Because my brain is kind of mush right now. Oh, look, we have an Isa, so let's go here. Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, brother. Sorry, I've been real busy today, so want to drop in for a little bit. Yeah, just a lot going on. So what I saw, I think you were streaming last night too for like many.
Yeah, at like 5 a.m. Yes. So, you know the people that went to Antarctica for the final experiment, right?
Experiment, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, I should be handing it over now. So I'll tell you quickly. So one of the people that went there was Critical Think, who basically had to pay his own way, right? And because he lives in Australia, the trip from Australia to Santiago was super expensive, plus the whole $35,000 for the what you have to pay to ALE, plus the gear, everything, right? So he spent a whole bunch of money from his own money because he really wanted to do the weight experiment in Antarctica. And he didn't think, he spent the money, went crowdfunded, didn't manage to get to the goal. So DPD Banks had the idea of doing a stream-a-thon with a bunch of us Globe creators and YouTubers and friends. And we all said yeah, let's do it. So we've been in sort of a continuous stream in different channels since last night. So that's kind of what we're doing. All right, peeps. I'm supposed to have.
Is this to raise money for him? Is that what it's about?
Correct. That's why we have the GoFundMe in the top of the side chat, and we're trying to help him get there. We're going to hand it over to Curious UK Debunks, and I'm going to paste the link because we cannot redirect. So make sure to click that. Peeps, I'll be with you in a couple of hours later. Isa, stay with me. We have to see about the after show later. Before we go, make sure to do the social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and just subscribe to Yerba Thoughts. And that way we can share the love for the channel. It's been a blast. Part 2. Wait for part 3 later today. Thanks so much. Catch you on the next one. Take care.